Hello, friends. My name is Catherine Kairavi, and I'd like to introduce you to a book I've written called Two Souls, Four Lives, the lives and former lives of Paramhansa Yogananda and his disciple, Swami Kriyananda. This was a book that I began researching, and I'll just make this confession, 9 years ago. It's taken a lot of hard work. I'm not a historian by background, but I have been a disciple and follower of Paramhansa Yogananda for 32 years. Fairly early on as a disciple, I heard, and it was tough to digest at the time, that Paramhansa Yogananda, a great avatar, the author of Autobiography of a Yogi, read by millions of high-minded truth seekers around the world in many languages, that this great soul, who only passed from this earth in 1952, had said in a former lifetime that he was William the Conqueror, the man who invaded England, conquered Harold Godwinson at the Battle of Hastings. It was hard to wrap my mind around that. But the thing that puzzled me beyond my wildest imagination was, why did Yogananda, who knew all of his former lifetimes, choose to share this particular one? After all, we might not be surprised if Paramhansa Yogananda had said that he had been a great saint in some past lifetime, someone like 12th century Gandhi. But in fact, he chose to share the fact that he was a great warrior, a great general, who had, because the ages made it necessary, to lead men into battle and create a great deal of bloodshed. It's hardly a feather in his cap. Why on earth would this great master of our age make this revelation among all? So obviously there's a great connection between Paramhansa Yogananda's mission in the 20th century and that of William the Conqueror in the 12th century and 11th century. I think the mission in summary is the fact that they brought, well, actually William, we could say, set the stage for Yogananda's mission in this age. William was the man who created a central government in England. He created a sense of nation. He created a sense of law and order. He connected England with the Catholic Church in Rome, which was the greatest civilizing influence of the age, and it had drifted from that. Without William the Conqueror, I think that England would have continued into the orbit of Scandinavia. Then, more fascinatingly, Swami Kriyananda also told us that he, in deep meditation, shortly after Yogananda's passing, realized that he had been Yogananda's youngest son, King Henry I. Now, the great parallel here is that of all of Paramhansa Yogananda's disciples, it is Swami Kriyananda who has taken up the banner, the cloak, the mission of his great guru Yogananda, and has taken his work to the next level. He's written the books that are the spokes from the center of the wheel, as we could put it, of Yogananda's teachings. He's brought thousands, millions to Yogananda's ray of light. And just so, in the 12th century, after the fumblings of his elder brothers, King Henry came to the throne, and he was the one who was able to bring the greatest cohesion to the body of law that his father had only just began to pull together. Swami Kriyananda told me a very interesting incident of when he read the passage that I had written about Henry's battle to save his father's capital of Rouen in Normandy. he was rushing out of the ducal citadel to wage war against some enemies that were trying to infiltrate the town. And he said as he read that passage, Kriyananda could smell the smells and hear the cries and see the battle scene. I really recommend this book to you, even if it seems immodest to do so, because it shows us what a deeper understanding of how karma and reincarnation work, how all of us travel in great spiritual families, and we travel together to create goodness in the world if we are joined together for that purpose. And it can help us to make the right choices and to understand that the things around us are not as they seem, and that we have choices to make karmically that can connect us to great rivers of consciousness that run through many, many millennium. And Paramhansa Yogananda's spiritual family is just such a one.